the Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure Deck. They are the stepping stone for any beginning or returning duelist wanting to play an actual deck in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. And with the amount that has been released over the years, some people have wondered, how good is an actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure deck? And how would you rank one of these decks between each other? I have wondered this query too, and with a good friend of mine, we both want to determine this. So join me and my good friend, Exajos, as we look through Yu-Gi-Oh's past and present to determine and rank all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Structure decks in the game. This is the Structverse. With the casting of our last spell and the judgment being put to rest, it is time to fortify the fortress and make it invincible. Invincible Fortress was released on May 15, 2006 in North America. This deck strategy is all about defense, in terms of having monsters that have high defense to make it difficult for your opponent to get over your monsters, and effects to keep your opponent in line. Some notable monsters that represent this are the Guardian Sphinx and the Mega Rock Dragon. Also, we have our very, very solid boss monster being Exod, Master of the God, with his mighty 4,000 defense, and their useful effect of dealing 1,000 damage each time a rock monster is flip summoned. He is almost literally an invincible, well, force. But before we start building up our defenses, let's go get some rocks, because there's rocks everywhere, don't you know? And we will see which ones we have found for your enjoyment today. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Structverse. I am Subtile720, and this is not Dueling Book? What? I thought the series was a Dueling Book! Ah! Don't worry, this is just going to be this episode's theme. If you remember from last time, I explained at the end of Spellcaster's Judgment that Invincible Fortress is going to be working a little bit differently. So, here's what's going to happen for this episode. Since Zajos lost the episode last time, he's actually going to be starting off playing the deck of Invincible Fortress. And he'll actually be going over the deck list with you guys this time. It's not going to be me, it's going to be him. It's going to be him. He's going to love it. He's going to enjoy it. He's going to treasure it. Yeah, that's right. He's going to treasure it. But as for me, for the first game, I'm going to be using one of the previous decks we played with. So, here's how it's going to work. I'm going to spin this random wheel, which contains the first 6 decks. Going from chronological order, we got Dragon's Roar, Zombie Madness, Laser Destruction, Fury from the Deep, Warrior's Triumph, and Spellcaster's Judgment. So, I'm going to spin the wheel, and depending on what it lands on is the deck I'll be playing in the first game of this Structverse. And once I'm done spinning, we will hand it over to Exajos so he can talk about Invincible Fortress. So, without any further delay, let's do this. It's amazing how I get to actually do this, because I finally won an episode. Oh, I finally won an episode of Structverse. Oh, it's so exciting last time. So, alright. Alright, come on, wheel. Let's get ourselves a win here. We're gonna do this, alright? We're gonna get ourselves a 2-win streak. Alright, here we go. It's almost time to spin. Let me turn on some audio here so that way you can actually hear the wheel. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our spin for our deck today. We are playing... Give it a good spin. Here we go. Zombie Madness. Yes. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. I will see you guys in the dueling room with Zombie Madness. Enjoy Exajos explaining to you the deck list for Invincible Fortress.
I bet you weren't expecting to see me here. That's right, today I will be presenting the 7th deck in the Structversary. Also, you didn't see anything, shut up. Anyways, now introducing Invincible Fortress. Now this is a deck that's main strategy is all about defending. We got big rocks with big booties in order to protect your beautiful life points. while also having a lot of things that make you pay life points. Hopefully that doesn't come through or stuff. But anywho, let's go through the card by card, shall we? Now, do you want to start at the top or at the bottom? I don't know. I can do whatever I want. Honestly, let's start off with the trap lineup, because I feel like when it comes to a defensive deck like this, that's the most important thing. So first off, we got one copy of Wapaku. Wapaku's going to protect your monsters by battle for the turn, and also you're not taking any damage. Really good. Thankfully, they didn't put the worst version of this, where you have to discard a card. You know what? Actually, let's see what's the name of it. Hold on. We're gonna do a quick little. Yeah, thankfully, the Hollow Life Barrier is not on the table. Thank God, because like I said, it is just a worse version. They gave us a good one. Thank you, Konami. Next, we have a copy of Ultimate Offering. Now, this is probably the best trap card we have seen in the entirety of the Structverse so far. As you can see, it is currently banned. You wanna know why? Well, just read it. During your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, you can pay 500 and immediately normal summon or set a monster. That is insane. And also, let's see. Let's just highlight over this. Not a once per turn. You can do this as many times as you want, as long as you have the life points for it. Insane. Broken. Perfect for setting up these big caboose walls. Next, we got 2 copies of Magic Drain. This will allow you to negate the activation of a spell card. But if your opponent has a spell in their hand, they gotta discard one to negate it. Either way, it's really good because, hey, they can discard a spell to negate the spell, but either way, you're getting rid of one of their spell cards in rotation. Next copy of Robin Zombie. As you're gonna see with our monster lineup, the deck seems to be focused on having your opponent attack you. It seems to be focused on having your opponent attack you, and then they take the damage, and then boom, that would proc Robin Zombie. You're gonna see a lot of cards like this that do something very similar. Next, we got 2 copies of Ordeal the Traveler. This is going to be like your main battle trick. What it does is when your opponent declares an attack, you choose a random card in your hand, and your opponent calls a type. Monster, spell, or trap. If they call it wrong, that monster gets returned to their hand. Another theme you're going to be seeing with this deck. This deck has 2 big themes. Getting attacked with big defenses, and putting stuff back into your opponent's hand. Because as you can see with our other trap, Compulse, and Ordeal, like, that's 40% of our traps perfectly tailored for bouncing stuff into the hand. And then for the last trap, we got Reckless Greed, which is just some nice draw power since, you know, rest in peace, Pot of Greed. Now for our spell lineup. First off, we're going to start off with a copy of Canyon. Canyon is a spell card that, a field spell, where if a rock-type monster in defense mode is attacked, your opponent takes double the damage they would have from that battle, which can be really good, but only if your opponent's not expecting it, and considering the fact that you have to play this and set this, they're gonna know what you're up to, and they're gonna be cautious when they're attacking your stuff. Then we have 1 copy of MST for the spell and trap destruction, which is the only one in the deck. As you can see, there's no Heavy Storm or any multiple copies, which is very interesting. Like, yeah, we have the multiple magic drains, but MST is still really good. Next, we got a copy of Premature Burial. This is going to be your reborn for the deck. You've seen this time and time again. And then 1 copy of Swords of Revealing Light to help with the whole setting theme. And also, this will flip your opponent's monsters. That could come in handy during these duels. Next, we have 2 copies of Shield and Sword. Your monsters are going to have really big defenses, but their attack stats are really tiny. So if you want to go for a more offensive approach, then switch those bad boys to attack mode, use Shield and Sword, attack, and then use your Pac-Man monsters to switch them back face down. Then we got a copy of Magical Mallet to refresh your hand if it's looking a little bit sus, and then also the copy of Ectoplasmer and Hammer Shot, your main pieces of monster removal. Hammer Shot, destroying a monster with the highest attack on your opponent's field, or actually on the field in general, so that includes your own, so that is worrisome. And then also Ectoplasmer. So not only will this get rid of monsters, but it'll also inflict some burn damage if you want to turn your defensive walls into a little bit more firepower. A bit strange how, like, this deck has only really 2 burn cards, considering it wants to play really defensive. I won't be the judge of that. Brain Control, a really good card. It's going to steal your opponent's stuff. You know, would I rather it be the good old copy of Snatch Steal? Of course, Snatch Steal is just better in every single way, but it'll do. And then for our last spell is Shifting Shadows. Now this spell is really funny. Once per turn, you can pay 300 life points to re-raise your face-on monsters in any position and return them face down. So hey, once you set your stuff, You can use it to bait. You know, it's not the best. I wouldn't pay 300 life points for it. Honestly, I feel like that should be like a paying nothing for it. I feel like this is fine. But old Yu-Gi-Oh! Now on to the thing you've all been waiting for, our monster lineup. I'm gonna go from lowest level up. You know, let's save the boss monster for last. So first we're gonna start off talking about Medusa Worm. Medusa Worm is our man-eater bug for the deck. If it's flip summoned, you can target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. And then, because it is a Pac-Man monster, and what I mean by Pac-Man monster is that there was a competitive deck, called Pac-Man, where the whole point of the deck was to use monsters that had the effect where they could if they flip summon, they do something, and they could flip themselves back face down. Medusa Worm is one of those for the deck, targeting a monster and destroying it. Now for the other monsters, we have Sand Moth. Sand Moth, if it's destroyed while it's face down, you can special summon it and switch its original attack and defense. You can see that as another kind of sub-theme here when it comes to these cards. It's a lot of switching attack and defense, but not really raising it. Like, as you'll notice, not a single card in this deck raises any stats, it swaps them, which is really strange. But it is a very interesting thing to give the deck identity, even if it's not that good. Then we have a copy of Guardian Statue. Guardian Statue, just like most of the other cards you're going to see, once per turn, you can flip this card to face down defense mode. But when it's flipped summoned, you can return a monster on your opponent's field to the hand. That does not target, and that is mandatory. Therefore, you can get around targeting protection, which is pretty interesting. Next, we have the double Moai Interceptor Cannons. They're not really anything of note. Like, they can flip themselves back face down. So, like, if you do the Shield and Sword strategy, they're 2k beaters, and then they're back face down, and they're back to 2k defenders. It's nothing to write home about. Then we got a copy of Golem Sentry. Golem Sentry is exactly like Guardian Statue, except with a few key differences. First off, Golem Sentry has way more defense points, so he's more sticky as a wall. And then also, unlike Guardian Statue, as you can see, he targets, which is a big deal. Targeting can really make things funky when it comes to some stuff. But for this time where you go in, and especially in the mirror, I don't think this would be much of an issue, if at all. Next, we have a copy of Stone Statue of the Aztecs. As you can see, it has the same effect as Canyon, where if it gets attacked, double the damage your opponent takes. So, like, this and Canyon is really huge, but if they know about it, it's not as good. Honestly, the only thing of note about Stone Statue is that he's another rock in the deck for, well, him. But let's not get into that yet. Let's talk about our main extender. The best extender, I would say, so far. Gigantes. Gigantes is a monster that must first be special summoned by banishing an earth from your graveyard. Most of the times you're going to want to banish Giant Rat for this effect because it's not a rock. And if he's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can destroy all spells and traps on the field. Now, there is another alternative for this card, which was Rock Spirit. Thankfully, we got Gigantes, because Gigantes is just better in every way. For instance, Rock Spirit is only during your opponent's battle phase, so like during the turns that it matters, it's just a 1700 meter, which isn't that good. And Gigantes is just better. You know, he's Heavy Storm. He is the Heavy Storm of the deck, which is probably why they didn't give us any copies. Then we got Maharagi, who is another rock, but interesting enough, he has some draw manipulation. When he's normal or flip face up, you can look at the top card of your deck before you draw, and you can either keep it at the top or put it at the bottom, allowing you to manipulate what you're drawing in a pinch. Next, 3 copies of Giant Rat, your main recruiter. As you've seen with every single monster I've shown you, with the exception of Gigantes and your bigger monsters, everything has 1500 or less attack. Even some of your big monsters like Cryosphinx, who I will get to in just a second. So, really good fit, got no issues with the Giant Rat being here. And last for our level 4s, we have the Great Spirit, who, just like some of the other monsters, during your main phase, you can flip it into face down defense mode, and when it's flip summoned, you can switch the attack of a face up earth monster you control. Now remember, switching, we're not gaining attack, we're not manipulating our stats, it is just, you know, doing that. Just switching, which, meh. Now, onto our high level monsters. First, let's talk about Guardian Sphinx, our level 5. Now, he is probably one of the better Pac-Man cards because when he is flip summoned, he returns all monsters your opponent controls to the hand. Yeah, he's a 1 tribute and he can't be summoned off of Giant Rat, but still, that interruption can be huge. Granted, you could counter it by just attacking into it, but as you can see, this deck has a lot of ways to prevent that exact scenario from happening, so maybe this will get off and come in clutch. And then we also have our Sphinxes, lowercase s. Hiriako Sphinx and Cryo Sphinx. Cryo Sphinx, when a monster is returned from the field to the owner's hand, they select 1 card and send it to the grave. Really good. So pretty much it turns your bounces into hand rips. That is insane. And then Hiriako Sphinx is just going to protect your face-down monsters from getting targeted for attacks. Like I said earlier. You know, Guardian Sphinx, have it face down. You got Hiriako Sphinx. Your opponent's not targeting for an attack and has to deal with it. And now, for the 2 boss monsters of the deck. First off, let's talk about the cover card. Exod, Master of the Guard. He could only be special summoned by tributing a Sphinx monster. Thankfully, it is a special summon, not a tribute summon. Because if you had to tribute summon this thing and then have it live for a turn, he would be the absolute worst boss monster of all time. However, being able to special summon him in defense mode using that 4K booty to your advantage is perfect. Although it's gonna be hard to summon him out considering the fact that there's only 2 Sphinx monsters in the deck, it can be a little bit mitigated because Giant Rat can summon Cryo Sphinx and then you contribute it for Exod. As a small little combo there. Then, we gotta talk about the Mega Rock Dragon, baby. Mega Rock Dragon is going to be your most consistent beater throughout the entire deck. Fill up your graveyard full of rock monsters, summon him out, and just demolish. And you can still use stuff like Shield and Sword offensively because guess what? Attack and defense becomes equal to the number of monsters you banished. So overall, I say this deck is not too terrible, but we'll really only tell once we get to the duels. Alright, you might think you're all high and mighty because you won the last time. But just because I didn't win the last time does not mean I'm the reigning Structverse champ. I'm gonna destroy you with Exod, Master of the God, and I'm gonna prove to everybody on this channel why I'm the best structure deck player of all time.
That's all I'm hearing. I'm hearing hot air. You hear that? That's just hot air, bro. I'm on the win streak. I got my 1 win last time. I'm going for 2, bro. You better watch out.
I'm going to get you. I'm going to make sure it doesn't happen, all right? You might be using whatever deck you're using, but I'm starting with Exod, Master of the God, all right? And that means that my power is going to be infinite, just like Exod himself. All right, now let's go. Pick your rock, your paper, or your scissors, so we can get this matchup going.
Duel number 7 of the Structverse begins right now.
Now.
No. Yes.
I thought if I chose an option that was as solid as my rock monsters, it would help.
Solid as your rock monsters.
Solid
as your rock monsters.
Yeah, solid as my rock monsters.
Damn, bro.
You don't know how solid my rocks are?
I bet they're very solid.
They're extremely.
Stand by main phase. I'm gonna start up by activating Pot of Greed.
What does that do?
I don't know, bro, but I think it lets me draw 2 cards. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. You ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this? I don't know. I'm ready.
I'm gonna activate the continuous spell, Call of the Mummy.
Ooh, okay, you're playing a good deck. Okay,
oh yeah, I'm playing a good deck, and now I activate Call of the Mummy's effect. Once per turn, I can special summon 1 zombie monster from my hand, but I must control no monsters to summon it. So I will special summon from my hand the previous ace that got me that first win the first time. I special summon Vampire Lord.
Oh, Vampire Lord. Oh, that's actually like really annoying.
And I'll also normal summon Master Kiyoshi.
Not Master Kiyoshi.
Yeah, baby.
He's
I'll
like
set 1. I'll set 2. It's your move.
That could be like anything. This deck is insane. I draw. Alright, oh, you might think you're so cool.
I'm so cool, yes.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna summon the Moai Interceptor Cannon!
And why
Now,
would
I know
you
what
do
you're
that?
thinking. Why would I summon the Moai Interceptor Cannon? Because it's time to swap attacks and defense with my shield and sword!
I chain with my trap! Compulsory evacuation device! To put your monster back in your hand! Get that out of here!
You're so annoying. Oh,
My attack and defense do switch, but technically it doesn't matter, because...
He doesn't, because they're gonna go back at the end of the turn. That was like my entire play. Alright, yeah, go ahead.
You thought I wasn't ready, bro. You thought I wasn't ready.
Yeah. Why don't you send your compulse to the graveyard, Ray? Alright?
Yeah.
Where they belong.
Stand by main. I'll set another
Yeah.
card face down. Battle phase! Master Kiyoshi attack his life points directly.
I'll take the 1750.
Indeed you shall. Vampire Lord, direct attack!
I played my own compulse, putting your vampire lord back in your hand. Yeah. So if you had Vampire Genesis, you should have summoned it when you had the chance.
I can't do anything else. I have my turn.
I draw. I'm gonna set a monster and end my turn.
I wonder what that is.
It could be literally anything.
You know what? Let's play a risky game. I'll activate Reckless Greed.
Reckless Greed, but you skip your draw phase for the next 2 turns.
I know, but it's a risk well taken. Oh.
Is it a risk well taken?
It might be.
Oh.
Oh boy. What do I want to do? Master
Yeah. Got 5 cards here.
You know what? Master Kiyoshi, attack his face down monster.
You attack the Giant Red!
Giant
That
Red!
uses radical powers in order to get out my... Who do I want, actually? This thing has the options, right? Yeah, it really does.
I bet it does.
I'm gonna pick the Medusa Worm!
Oh.
This may not be Worm Apocalypse, but I still gotta
Hell
summon
nah.
them.
Hell nah. I attribute Master Kiyoshi for the Dark Dust Spirit!
Dark Dust Spirit?
Dark Dust Spirit's effect. Bye-bye!
My worm!
End phase, my spirit does go back to my hand. Your move.
Yeah, I draw. Alright, I'm gonna summon the Moai Interceptor Cannons!
God damn.
And then during the main phase too, I'm gonna use his super radical, super special ability. To put him face down. Whoa! Why are you drawing, buddy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Reckless Greed.
Okay, yeah. I forgot to turn off auto draw. I forgot.
You foolish fool! You
Big
absolute
foolish
cheater!
fool!
Shut Eating.
Okay, stand by me, guys.
How dare you draw Reckless Greed, you silly Billy.
I am a silly Billy. There's a lot I can do here.
There's a lot you can do, yeah. But I know your vampire lord cannot get over my Moai Interceptor.
Moai.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll activate Book of Tayu. Or Book of Life. Why is it Tayu? Why did I say that?
That's a good
I'm sorry.
question,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I target Master Kiyoshi. I target Master Kiyoshi in my graveyard and the Giant Rat.
No, not my giant rat.
Dispatch summon back my Master Kiyoshi.
Sure.
I will sacrifice the Master Kiyoshi to once again summon Dark Dust Spirit. Now I know it does destroy all face-up monsters, but we both know how much defense your Moai heads have, so... Dark Dust Spirit, attack!
No, my Moai Interceptor Cannons.
He'll come back to my hand, and I end my turn. So
I
that was
draw.
one draw phase, so next turn is my second. Yes.
Yeah. I summon Maharagi! And when it's normal or flip face up, during my next draw phase, I can look at the top card and either put it on the top or bottom of my deck.
Interesting.
Now, Maharagi, attack! Yeah, ow, I have my turn.
That goes back to your hand, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, true.
That's a spirit monster.
True. Yeah,
You give me that on the
fine.
field, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. I don't need it anyway.
I'd like to make Call of the Mummies effect to once again bring back Vampire Lord! Then I'll normal summon Double Kastan! Yeah, that's a problem. Vampire Lord, direct attack!
Just take the full. I know you're gonna attack with both. What are you declaring, buddy?
I'm gonna declare Spell Card.
Spell card? Alright, what's the most useless? Need I say more? It's Shadows. I don't need it. Honestly, if I drew it, I'd be royally pissed. I draw,
You're
you
back
know,
to drawing,
this,
buddy.
I don't like this card, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom.
Okay.
Or, well, I will put it at the bottom and then actually get this one.
Do you get to draw a new card?
It's just that it switches. Like, I get to look at it before I draw.
Okay.
Yeah. So now for my turn, I'm gonna set another monster, surprising absolutely nobody, and set a card face down. Do a little T set. Get that T set action.
You're so original, bro. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I am.
I tribute Double Kastan, and Double Kastan is treated as 2 tributes when tributed for a dark monster. So I'll use its tributes to tribute summon Despair from the Dark.
Despair from the Dark? Ugh, anything but that.
Battle phase. Despair from the Dark. Attack his face down monster.
You'll be sorry because you attacked the Sand Moth, and when he's face down and destroyed, I can special summon him in attack mode with 2,000 attack points. Well, this is original attack defense swap. But yes, that's right. How you do with my Sand Moth?
Unfortunately, I can't because the Vampire Lord only has 2,000 attack points.
Yeah. Yeah. I draw. I activate Hammer Shot. Destroy your.
Oh hell nah! Magic Jammer.
Magic Jammer.
And I'm discarding. This is gonna hurt. Reload.
Oh, you dare abandon the reload.
Oh, it hurt my heart, bro. It hurt my heart.
I imagine. But I'll be dealing with your Vampire Lord, for I tribute the Sand Moth for Hirioko Sphinx.
Oh.
Hirioko Sphinx, attack the Vampire Lord.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
And it only comes back by card effect. No, Vampire Lord.
And with that, my turn is ceased. Your move.
I'll set one card face down. Despair from the Dark. Attack his monster.
No, my Hirioko Sphinx.
Your move.
I draw. I'll set this card face down. Then I'm gonna set another monster and end my turn.
I draw. You better hope your face down is something there, buddy. Cause this'll be the final turn if not. I'll activate my face down trap with some more. Compulsory evacuation device to send your monster back to your hand. Battle phase. Despair from the Dark. End this duel.
Not so fast. I play Ordeal of a Traveler. Now, you must pick a random card in my hand and call monster, spell, or trap. If you call it right, this attack will go through. If you call it wrong, your monster gets sent back to your hand. So pick a card. Any card.
Monster.
Well,
Yes! Yes!
come on! This deck is broken. That's not fair. You get double combos. That's broken. This deck is broken.
Zombie madness reigned in. I used the deck to its full potential.
Oh, yeah. Alright, let me go get the other deck.
Alright, stay tuned, folks. Game 2. Zajas is going to be using a different deck, and I'll be using Invincible Fortress. We'll see you in just a sec. Game 2, buddy.
I'm just gonna go first. I'm not giving you the first turn so you can set up.
Oh, I'm offended. So
All right.
what in the world is this hand?
I'm just gonna T-set and pass.
Ooh,
Okay, all right. Calm down there, buddy. All right.
Calm down there, buddy. Hey, breather. Hey, breather.
Look at me. Oh, yeah, I pulled best deck the entire structure deck so far. And then, you know what? Oh, you just said pass.
I will set a monster face down and then my turn.
I draw, and now it's time to reveal my deck. Because I'll tribute Twin-Headed Behemoth.
No way!
My Ultra Dragon!
You got Dragon's Roar? No way!
Yeah, that's right. I got Dragon's Roar.
I activate Giant Rat's effect.
All right, what are you summoning? What
do I want to summon?
Now, I'm like 99% sure this deck does not have Arm Dragon level 7, which
yeah, no, you only have Arm Dragon.
I'll still attempt to, just in case, you know what, just in case I mean, even though it's during the epics, I still want to check, just to be 100% sure. It does not. If it did, I'd be chilling right now. Oh, man.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will special summon Guardian Statue. That's what I'm going to special summon.
Guardian Statue. Well, you won't be keeping it for long because I use Arm Dragon level 5 special ability. So I can send my red eye or my black dragon's chick to the grave to destroy your statue.
You know, I kind of figured.
I'll set this card face down and end my turn.
I draw a card. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. I will set one monster face down, then my turn.
I draw. Arm Dragon attack!
It's another rat!
Ah.
It's another rat!
Yeah, well, you're running out of good options. What are you gonna summon?
How dare he? How dare he say that?
How dare he?
How dare he? Daddy.
What is this, dairy? What are you bringing out? What are you gonna summon?
What am I gonna summon? A lot of things. A lot of
can you?
Maybe.
Can you?
I'll special summon the worm.
The Medusa worm. Okay, so then you're really forcing my hand here, for I play Creature Swap!
You're giving me Okay, your funeral.
Oh, my funeral? Alright, whatever else you see by night, buddy, because I'm gonna use your Medusa worm's effect to...
It was at this moment he knew. He f***ed up.
Creature swap.
Can't take that back.
You kind of already made the move, to be fair.
I didn't fully read Creature Swap. Can I take that back? Oh, please.
Did you let me retake back reload? In first episode?
Did I? I don't remember. What
No.
do you mean? I mean, like...
I didn't read it.
Well, I mean, like... I can play through this. This is fine. It's not that good. It's not as good, but I might have thrown, but like... You know?
I'll activate the effect of Arm Dragon level 5.
Oh my god.
Discarding Moa Interceptor Cannons to get rid of Medusa Worm.
I actually deserve to lose. Oh!
Oh, it gets better. It gets so much better.
Oh, does it?
I'll banish Medusa Worm to special summon Gigantes.
Oh my god, why did I do this?
Oh, and you know what? It's even better. I'll activate Cannon.
It does nothing! Who cares? I don't care about Canyon. I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care? You should definitely care. Gigantes attack his life points directly.
I play Curse of Anubis, switching all your monsters into defense.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You.
See, you know, that's how I was gonna protect the Medusa worm.
That's how you were gonna protect the Medusa Worm. Yeah,
you know, if I read the card correctly, which, you know, is entirely my fault. I can't be mad at anybody but myself.
Okay, well,
it's only until the end of this turn. There's no really.
So end phase, they both get reset.
Yeah. Okay, I need like the top deck of the sanctuary. Oh my god, there it is! I summoned the Luster Dragon!
You got
Luster
it,
Dragon,
kid.
kill my arm dragon!
No!
Let's go! Let's go, baby! The Dino Beater. My boy Luster Dragon. Look at that, all my favorite monsters from Dragons 4 are showing up. Luster Dragon, Arm Dragon. All I'm missing is Element Dragons, and we got the whole concept.
I'll activate Magical Mallet.
Magical Mallet!
Yes. I will shuffle the rest of my hand back to the deck, which is 2 cards.
It's just reload!
It's just reload.
You just use reload, holy shit!
Oh, whoa, hello there, hello.
I don't like the sound of that.
I'll switch Gigantes to attack. I'll set a monster. Go ahead. Good move.
I draw. I play Nobleman of Crossout, banishing that monster! And now you must banish all copies of Moai Intercepticans from your deck.
I think this deck comes with only 2. Let me double check.
Alright. You do that too.
Yeah, no, there's only 2 in the deck.
Alright, gotcha. Luster Dragon, attack the new set!
It's my 3rd Giant Rat.
I activate Giant Rat effect.
Okay, well, you should be low on good options, so that's anything.
Low on good options, huh?
I would assume so.
You mean like, let's see, what should I summon? What should I summon thee?
I don't know, man. It's up to you. I know you're not summoning a Sphinx, because all of them are tributes.
You know what? I'm summoning
Sandmoth.
Yes, yeah, I'm not gonna see that coming. Yeah.
I draw a kid.
Sure.
Well, let's get rid of that Luster Dragon at long last. I'll tribute Sandmoth for Hieroko Sphinx.
That's annoying.
My Sphinx attack his Luster Dragon.
Let's take the 424 here.
Yeah, Gigantes attack her directly, yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
my
yeah,
kind
yeah.
sir. I will set the cog, and then my turn. Your move.
I draw. Dang it. I'm gonna set a monster and pass.
That is hilarious. I'm not gonna play it yet, but that is hilarious. Battle phase. Gigantes attack.
You attack my arm dragon level 3.
Oh, what? Oh. Sphinx attack.
Yeah, I'll take the 3. Sure. Alright, come on, draw. God.
Draw card. I don't even think I need to summon this. Let's just enter battle phase. Gigantes attack his life points directly.
How? Actually, how? I threw so bad. Oh my god.
Oh, here's the best part. This was my face down.
Well, that wouldn't have mattered. I had Dragon Speed, Interdimensional Matter Transport in my hand. Fucking Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. This card sucks. Oh, dude, come on.
I finally did it! 2-game sweep!
Oh my god.
To be fair, that creature swap play is basically what I did with Starboy. Remember that? Remember when I played Starboy and basically upped your monster's attack points?
I guess. Well, that's even worse. I gave you a guy with a good effect.
To be fair, you did destroy it. So I did have to rebuild a bit to get that win.
Well,
to be
well,
fair.
yeah, but like
fair.
I could have just, had him and Luster Dragon, and I would have been fine.
To be fair, I had Compulse, so...
Either way, I would have been in a way better situation if I didn't do that.
Well, I also had a Great Spirit and,
He does nothing!
an
He's just
Ordeal of the Traveler.
I would have guessed that correctly. I have a 100% Ordeal of the Traveler win rate. Oh my... I threw so hard there, man. Oh.
Well, even though it was a 2-0 sweep, we gotta do the funny match now.
Oh, the mirror. Oh, I will destroy you in this mirror match. Oh, if I can't destroy you in an actual, I will destroy you in this mirror.
Join
I
us
don't
for
care if it
game.
doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter for game 3. Join us in game 3 for the mirror.
Definitely 100% going first. All right, that's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. You know, you may have thought things were nice and sweet, but nah, it's over for you now. You don't even know.
For me now.
You don't even know. You don't even know
I don't
how
even know.
badly I'm gonna destroy you right here, right now. Oh,
I bet, bro. Stand by main phase. I will set a monster, and I will set one card face down. Yum.
your goose is cooked, kid. All right, watch this. I'm a tribute set a monster. Ooh. Yeah. I bet you weren't expecting that one. Then I'm a banish them.
Oh!
Or Shanties.
Oh!
Yeah.
It's a rat. You like rats?
I don't.
You like a rat?
I don't.
I know you like rat.
What do I want to summon with
Rat. Rat. Rat, what do you want to give me? Rat.
Something's gonna
Rat.
piss me off.
Something's gonna miss you.
Yeah, I can. That's a guarantee.
This might piss you off.
Okay, sure, fine. Main phase 2, I'm gonna activate the Shifting Shadows continuous spell card.
I bet.
That's right.
I
my
don't
shadows
trust
are
this
shifting.
middle face down over here, so I'm just gonna activate my compulsory evacuation device to return it to your hand.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna tribute Guardian statue for once again my Sphinx.
Fine.
Sphinx, attack Gigantus! Oh, you lucky mother.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to hear it, mister. I'm gonna return every card you play into your hand. Yeah, I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna tribute set another monster. Go ahead.
Dude, that's so good.
Shut up. Yo.
That's such a good move, bro. What are you talking about?
Yo, stop. Yo, stop making fun of me.
Oh,
Sphinx!
no! We have the same stat lines! No!
Yeah, not so funny now. Yeah, I draw.
Go ahead.
I'll freaking set a monster.
You'll set a monster,
Yeah. Why don't you bounce one of my monsters and see what happens?
Bounce? Who said anything about bouncing? I flip summon Medusa Worm. Activate its effect. Bye-bye! And now I'll activate the other effect to put it back into face-down defense.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah,
I'll set one monster face down.
Oh,
Sphinx! Attack!
You attack my rat, and guess what I'm getting? You freaking hecking, annoying little guy. Yeah.
Medusa Worm? Bro, that's
You bet your sweet
too
bippy.
broke.
You bet your sweet bippy. Anyway, effect, put it face down. I'ma flip it, kill this high. I don't know what it is, I don't care. Now I'm gonna set this card face down, and I mean, this is a soft one. So, like, I'm just gonna do it again. It's a soft once, I'm just gonna do it again. And
Damn,
then,
bro.
I'm gonna activate Shifting Shadows! By paying 300 of my life points, I can reposition my monsters.
You son of a...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm shifting the shadows, baby. Yeah. Your goose is cooked. You don't know where anything is. If you wanna catch my Medusa worm, you gotta find it first.
True I do. Well,
Yeah, true.
let's see. Where is it? I'm part.
You fool! You attacked my sand moth. And since it was a short face down and sent to the graveyard, he comes back with 2,000 with his attack and defense points swapped. You attacked my sand moth.
What?
Or
I used
well, like,
Medusa.
you destroyed
Yeah.
my sand moth. That's what I mean.
That's what you
Yeah.
mean. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, you attacked my sand moth. You fool.
Well,
Or you destroyed my sand moth.
I did. Anyway, I'll reactivate the effect of Medusa Worm. if doing. Oh, right. I have the game
The game
pause.
is Yeah. Party hard.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll activate premature burial to bring back my Sphinx.
Alright, fine. You brought back your Sphinx.
And you know what? To keep you guessing, I tribute the Medusa worm for a new monster.
Yeah, it's not staying on the field for long, buddy. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
What? You think I'm going to attack your sand moth?
Yeah.
I'm attacking the face down, because I know it only activates through flip summon, not through flipping.
Okay. Yeah, you did that. Good job.
I had my turn. Y'all
I draw.
move.
And let's see. Yeah, that's not that good. Alrighty then. I'm gonna simply set a card and have my sand moth attack your face down.
Well, guess what? You're gonna love this.
It's Sand Moth.
It's a push. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Yes. I draw a card.
I imagine you do.
I'll set a new monster face down.
Alright.
Now that my Sphinx attack your sand.
I'll take the 400 and my sand moth is destroyed, sadly.
And it's not reviving this time. Yeah.
Yeah, know what? Yeah, you're right. It's not.
It's not. I am my turn. You move.
I draw. Now I'm gonna play Magical Mallet here, just for one.
Just for one. Let me be clear.
Just for the one. Alright, perfect! I activate Hammer Shot! Destroying your Heliocurve Sphinx. And then, I'm banished 1, 2, 3, 4 rock monsters for Mega Rock Dragon! And because I banished 4, this beast is gonna be at 2,800 attack and defense points. And I'll be attacking the new sets.
With my head.
Well, I guess it is what they say, 3 heads are better than none. Which you have now. Tee-hee-hee. Oh-hoo-hoo-hoo. Mega Rock Dragon.
Mega Rock Dragon is indeed impressive, friend. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Flip summon my Sphinx.
Uh-huh.
Put Sandmoth to attack mode. And then I activate Shield and Sword.
Okay.
I know.
My Mega Rock Dragon's still at 2,800 attack points.
Oh, I know. Because I now banish 1, 2, 3, 4 Rock Monsters myself in order to special summon my very own Mega Rock Dragon!
Damn it. Alright, yeah, that's pretty good.
Battle Phase! Mega Rock Dragon! Smash it to Mega Rock Dragon!
I got nothing for that one.
Oh, effect? Yeah, I wish. Cryo Sphinx! Attack his life force directly!
I'm gonna just take the full
Sand Moth attacks lightweight directly.
I'm just gonna take the full damage.
During the end phase, both their attacks and defenses are swapped back to the originals.
Yeah.
You'll move.
I draw. I play Swords of Revealing Light. It saved you in that last Spell's Judgment game like 4 times. It's my turn. Go ahead. Yeah. What you gonna do now? Yeah. I got Swords of Revealing Light. Stopping your attacks for 3 whole turns.
Just in case you do have something, I'll switch both the monsters' defense.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's right, be afraid.
I'll activate Ectoplasm.
Oh, you want to speed things up? That's what you think. I play Magic Drain. You got a spell to negate it?
Nope.
Yeah, so it's negated. Yeah. Nice try, buddy. Yeah, if you want to get to my life points, you got to attack me.
Alright. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the turn off swords. I draw. Alright, I'll set this little ditty face down and then my turn.
Or I'll cut them.
Yeah.
I'll just set a new monster. That's it for now.
Draw. That's another one. Off swords. Alright, and with that, I'm just gonna end my turn. Yeah, you know, I'm chilling. Chilling like a villain.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Finally! It's showtime! At long last!
No.
It's time to meet your maker, Sajos! I tribute Cryosphinx in order to special summon the boss monster of this deck. For the very first time, I'm special summoning my very own boss monster of the deck, Mr. Exxon, Master of the Guard!
Alright, fine. You know, he's really impressive. He's got a whopping 4,000 defense points. I can't tell a lie. He is really strong.
And next, I'll flip summon Golem Sentry. Now, he only does your monsters, but now I can activate the other effect of Exxon. When a rock each time an earth monster is flip summoned while it's face up on the field, you take 1,000 points of damage.
That is true.
I'll activate the effect of Golem Sentry to set it back face down. Your moves, Ajos.
I draw. Okay. If only this was the other one, it's fine. I will play Reckless Greed.
Now you're gonna be a little bit reckless, aren't you?
Oh, this is the worst. Okay, I'm gonna set a monster and activate. I really don't want to, but I feel like I have to, right? This is so weird.
Curious what you're trying to play here.
I'll play pre-mat here.
You'll play Freeman. Okay.
I'm bringing back my giant rat.
Giant rat's fine.
I pass. Go ahead.
You pass.
That's all I got.
Alright, buddy. Sorry to say, but I believe our game does come to an end here. First, I'll flip summon once again Golem Sentry, and it doesn't have an effect this time. So I'll send this monster back to your hand.
I'll take 1,000.
And last but not least, yeah. First, I'll set back Golem Sentry, and all I need for this last monster is to banish my giant rat in order to special summon once more Gigantes!
I'm salty. I'm so salty. My hand was Breakon, but it was the f***ing errata, so I couldn't take your Exile. Oh my god! Get me out of this game. Get me out. Just get me out. Oh my god! Are you kidding me? Bro! Oh my dude. Of course, the second you get the guy with 1,000, I get every card that I gotta pay life points for. Oh my god, that's so annoying. I saw Compulse once. You saw it like 6 times. That's actually infuriating.
Compulse and me are best friends. Just like Swords, just like Gemini Elf.
Oh, hardy, hard. Oh my god.
Is it sad that this deck's much faster than I thought it would be? Oh, it's slow. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, it's really fast when you draw combos. Yeah, it's really fast.
well, folks, the win streak continues with me 2-5.
I hate you. I hate you and everything you stand for. I hate you so much.
We will join you guys back in just a second for the tier list ranking for this deck. We'll see you there.
Time for the section that everybody's been waiting for. How are we gonna rank these decks? Now, despite me getting absolutely dumpstered, you know, honestly, this deck isn't that bad. It's got a lot of like it plays defensively, yeah, but it has a lot of ways to push that offense. You know, we got decent special summons here, like the giant rat getting out like 90% of the monster lineup is really good. You know, in the defensive, in terms of defensive monsters and like your Statue of the Aztecs and the Canyon combo, that can deal a nice bit of damage to your opponent's not expecting it, which they probably should because it's Invincible Fortress. But if they don't know what deck you're running, it is an impressive strategy for the time.
Indeed.
The trap lineup is really good. You know, Ordeal and combos are really nice ways to put your opponent's stuff back in their hand. And even though we didn't see the interaction Cryosphinx having the effect that, oh, if something returns to the hand, that person has to send a card from the hand to the grave, it's like a nice way to like get around like destruction removal and stuff like that. Plus, you know, as you saw, swords can come handy in a pinch. We got monster removal like Hammer Shot, Medusa Worm specifically. Honestly, this deck has really good tools. I think its only issue is that it just plays too defensively and doesn't play that well offensively. Like, yeah, it can play offensively, but doesn't really do it that good. Like, the main way you're gonna play offense is with Shield and Sword, like Ectoplasmer, which are both like 2-ofs and a 1-of. So I don't really think it's that sound of a strategy. And then like Canyon, yeah, it's a good, like it's good if your opponent doesn't know what you're doing, but it's not ever gonna come up because this deck, for whatever reason, does not play any ways to increase your monster stats whatsoever. There's not a single card here that makes your monsters gain defense points or anything like that.
Yeah, pretty much every card in this deck, like Sword and Shield and Great Spirit, basically just swaps the attack and defense, which I think is basically what they were aiming for. For basically that, you basically are here to you're here to use the defense as mostly attack with these cards, but most of the time, you're going to be mostly playing defensive with this deck. And, I mean, this deck also included the Mega Rock Dragon. While not an insane card, for pretty much almost every card besides Giant Rat being a rock monster, this thing can get pretty insane if you he's your last line of defense. Like, if he's your last card you have to rely on for basically to win out a duel, he can do it. It's not perfect, but he can do it. I feel like there's also some really good spells and traps. Again, there is Ultimate Offering in this deck. This card,
which is really good.
This card is insane. Okay, 500 life points for each normal summon / set. This includes tributes because technically a tribute summon is a normal summon.
It is, yeah. So it's a really good card that does help with the strategy of wanting to spam out a large defense. And then, like, if you want to do an offensive play, you Shield and Sword, or then you just attack with your lineup of 2,000 attack point guys. Honestly, I don't really think there's much else to say about the deck. You know, like, you know, no pun intended, but the deck is solid. So honestly, I would have to say it is a solid B tier. It doesn't do anything outright bad. It doesn't have a horrendous lineup of cards that don't work together, and its strategy is decent, but it's not perfect.
Oh no, hell no.
I would definitely not compare it. I would definitely not compare it to Warrior's Shrine or Spellcaster's Judgment, because although it does have like some solid staples and stuff like that, I think the core strategy of just set monsters that don't do anything when they're flip face up, but only when they're flip summon isn't that good. So I would say B tier.
You know what? Ectoplasma actually causes an inflict damage kind of strategy. It's not perfect, but B tier.
Like I'd say B. Like it's not bad enough to be like C.
No, it's not bad enough to be C.
Like I feel like it's also not good enough to be
one of the top.
A.
No, I feel like Spellcaster's Judgment. While this deck has more defensive stats overall, Spellcaster's Judgment just has more No, actually, wait, does it have more removal? Because doesn't you have Medusa Worm?
You have Medusa Worm and Hammer Shot, whereas Spellcaster's Judgment has Lightning Vortex, Magical Dimension, Nobleman of Crossout. It has Spell and Trap, Destruction, and Dark Magic Attack, and Mystical Space Typhoon. Blast Magician's removal, Chaos Sorcerer's removal. It has so much more removal than this deck.
Indeed.
Mystic Box, yeah, like no, I would not even put it close.
Because most people, from what I've seen most people go on this deck. Like, most of them are like, this deck is like just a hodgepodge of like cards and stuff. I mean, hell, this deck, even though it's not the most insane card, Guardian Sphinx, this thing can be a fiend. I'm not gonna lie.
It can be really good. Yeah.
It's a better compost. Yeah, yes, you do have to flip summon it in order to get that free compost, but like, it's all monsters. It's not just face down, it's also face up. What's weird too is Exode's another one of those burn strategies, just like with Ectoplasma. Basically, it's a very small burn engine with this deck too, which is kind of strange. On top of basically being a defense, basically this deck.
Well, I don't really see it as strange. I feel like it makes sense. For,
it's
like,
meant
a very
to really be
to rely on direct attacks,
right? Because you're mostly
or inflicting burn damage instead of
attacking, and especially with most of the monsters having a flip summon effect. Yeah, no, it's actually not out of the question for Exode to be burning with flip summons. So, with that being said, and plus 2 composts, we've seen how Compost does in Zombie Madness and other decks. Like, Compost is just insane. Ordeal of a Traveler is actually kind of good too, because this deck does play a good variety of monsters, spells, and traps. While it is 19 monsters, 11 spells, 10 traps, it's still a pretty diverse cast as well. So, yeah, I think B tier is perfectly fine for Invincible Fortress. It's not the craziest deck. But now here's my question. Above or below Blaze?
Below.
Below?
I feel like this deck definitely plays worse stuff than Blaze of Destruction. Like,
because Blaze of Destruction. Because if we think back to Blaze of Destruction,
Blaze of Destruction has like way more monsters.
Plus, it has like stuff like area limit, area B.
Level of area B. It has
the solar
removal.
The solar flare lock.
Yeah, like.
But the problem is Invincible Fortress.
The
Invincible Fortress can stop that with effects such as Guardian Sphinx, Medusa, freaking Guardian Statue. It does have ways to get around.
Yeah, but also, but this deck also has Nobleman of Crossout, which can deal with that exact scenario.
Yeah.
And also, this deck isn't playing a monster whose only effect is that it puts itself face down and has 1100 attack. Like, every other card in this deck does something in Blaze of Destruction. Whereas, like, yeah, Invincible Fortress isn't bad, but it has some really bad cards. Like, Moai Interceptor Cannons and Maharagi are, like, horrendous. They're so bad.
They're kind of bad. Yeah, I agree. I think B tier is a solid choice for Invincible Fortress.
B tier below Blaze of Destruction.
Below Blaze of Destruction. Sure. I bet people were expecting, put it in D and E tier or whatever. It's bad. Put it in F tier. No, Fury from the Deep was worse than this. Fury from the Deep just has nothing to. It has coherence, but not enough. Invincible Fortress at least has a solid strategy. No pun intended. But still, it has a much more solid strategy compared to Fury from the Deep.
Yeah.
So, and yeah. You know, I was really expecting the mirror to be a bit longer. I guess we should have done mirror versus mirror, but to be fair, I bet you if we did do that, then this episode would have taken forever to make.
Probably, yeah.
Because then the dueling book would be like, oh, you're doing 3 matches of mirror? We'll freaking torture you.
Yeah.
So, yep, that is where we're going to be putting Invincible Fortress. Yes, a bit of a different formatted episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We are planning another episode like this in the near future, depending on what me and Xajo think. I already have an idea of what deck it's going to be, but we'll see what we both think about that. Yeah, so, next
I only lost
time.
because of this format. You got the best deck, I got the second worst. This is the actual bullshit.
You got Dragon's Roar. It's so bad.
It's actual
so
bullshit.
I got our S tier deck. You got the D tier deck.
I got legitimately the second worst deck.
Hey, to be fair, you 3-0'd me a Dragon's Roar. I 3-0'd you Invincible Fortress.
Okay, yeah, but the difference is it was Dragon Roar versus Dragon's Roar, alright? Like, you know, there's a freaking big difference for 3-0ing with the same deck. It's in comparison to playing against the deck that has double comp pulls and Dark Dust Spirit. What do you want me to do?
Oh, alright. Next time on the Structverse, we will be moving away from the Guardian monsters, the rock-hard monsters, into the monsters of the air, the wind, with
The Avians, with the Lord of the Storm.
yes.
And the winds of victory will blow back in my sails the next time on the Structverse.
I want to thank the goober over here, Mr. Xajos, for being the awesome co-host that he is. We always love him here. You guys love him. I love him. We do. We all love him. Give him a round of applause as always. Yes, he's awesome.
I'm breaking the streak, guys. I promise. But yeah, you know, my channel will be in the description.
Yes, his channel will be in the description below. And of course, if you guys disagreed to where we put Invincible Fortress, put your own rankings in the comments below. And of course, the playlist for the series will be in the iCard right up in the corner there, wherever it usually is. And of course, yeah, that is it. So, until next time, guys, we will see you guys next time with Lord of the Storm. So, this has been Subtile720 saying have a good day, a good evening, a good afternoon, and anything else in between. And until next time, guys, this is Subtile720 signing out. Peace out as always, guys. And we will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Woo!
Toodaloo.